fashion, meaning find a way or create one. As you are in America, if you come back after 30 years and tell them that you've not been able to bring anything back because there's racism abroad, a typical answer will be, are you not an Igbo man? Which means on a married to overcome. As an Igbo man, you should know what you should do to overcome your challenge. And if you take it a step further, for example, one of the most sophisticated things in our era is technology. The Igbo name for technology is Obali, which means the Igbos are supposed to be so clear. The Igbos are supposed to be clever that even for them it is difficult to understand technology. So when you say somebody, when you imply that some people are keeping you down, it goes against the grain of the Igbo philosophy that you understand. When you say, who are they? And some people will say this group, this group. It is not in Igbo philosophy to believe that somebody can keep you down. Having said this, I believe there are some structural issues, structural things that our people struggle with. If today I ask an average Igbo man, what does an Igbo man really want? Some people will say others will 7 states, from 5. Some will tell you second Niger bridge. Some will talk about evil president. Some will talk about restructuring. So it is not even very clear cut of what we want. If you even talk about this presidency, I do believe it is important for us, even with a president of Igbo extraction, but it may not solve our problem. Just like the Yoruba have been in the vanguard of the agitation for restructuring, and they had Obasanjo and Osibanjo, it has not stopped the agitation for that. Under Obasanjo, the Igbos had, in fact, dominated the financial sector. You had those Yobu as financial chief economic advisor, Okonjo-Iweala as Minister of Finance, Soludo as CBN governor. It still did not lead to Igbos having a very favorable opinion of Obasanjo. So it is not even one clear cut. Some people will say, give us Biafra, emancipate and give people. I'm not saying every group has a right to agitate for self-determination. But of about the 66 nations in the world, black nations in the world, there's not one that you can say is doing extremely well, including Haiti, your neighbor, the US, which is the oldest black nation in the world. So I think we may be very simplistic in our analysis to believe that any Biafra or whatever, then on the Southwest in the Kuna, these people are holding you down. Which black country is doing that marvelous? Yeah, you can mention South Africa is a white creation. So I'm not saying that we take whatever we want, but I'm trying to say that our people and what we want, we are everywhere, we thrive everywhere. The idea that Naino Hanalo, the secondary contradictions, what we call secondary contradictions among the Igbos, can even be more. In fact, the Igbo solidarity, the Ohanese you have today, is only because we have them as believing that they are keeping us down, so it keeps us united. We don't even know what happens when we remove that. Ijekebe na wawa ije na Onitsha na ndị ọzọ kịta isi na ndị Agụata na onwe ka ndị Agụata side na onwe ha ka ha si eme akpọ ndị mba mmiri akpọ Abakaliki. I'm not saying that we cannot negotiate. I'm just saying that we tend to be very simplistic when we think of people holding you down. And for me, if you have dealt with people, Igbo people and people from across, there are good, there are bad in everywhere. The person that may stab you on your back may be your relative more than any other person. I'm not saying that I know about identity as a student of identity, that the identity that is under threat is the one most vociferously defended. As now, my Igbo-ness will come out. Indian and US, black people, my blackness will come out. Nalo na Anambra State, Igbo land, Anambra, my Anambra-ness will come out. Nalo na Ozobla, as on the side there, take him side. So identity is not something, I'm not on Igbo. Igbo-ness is not only identity we bear. I think we are doing more than we are giving ourselves credit. I mentioned the structural issues about who we are. They are the environment. We fought a war and we didn't succeed, and there are consequences. And we have really done well from the consequences that followed from that war. That's my opinion. There are also other one I call the challenges arising from who we are as Igbo people. Yes, part of that Igbo who we are is that the Igbo culture does not give room for failure. Failure is not an option. That is why eji wee sị na nwatakịrị kwa aka osu okenye wee lie nnu. Chinua Achebe wee sị that na in Igbo land, age is respected, but achievement is revered. Because it's an achievement-oriented society, everybody wants to be seen to have achieved. Because all we achieve, so we tend to be loud to announce our achievement. We tend to build big houses for you to point out, we are coming up. There are people who do a few things. It is not only us. When people clap for us for our industry, we should also take it on the chin when they say you are people who are in drugs and all this and all that. It is part of who we are. Just like every culture, deny their Igbo-ness. So just like some people in the American are talking about bleaching complex, you don't want to identify because of the negative. Every culture will their own. We are allowed. Some of them, they are allowed, yes. So what? That's what who we are. They do drugs, yes. People on the other side of the moral divide, they try to be as competitive as people on the other side too. We are not saying it's right, but we are saying that in trying to navigate where we want to go, some people will say, forget president, let's the 7 Igbo states come together like the Dua states, show that they can use the Italian model, distinguish yourself economically. So we're qualified. So I'm just throwing it in. There's no, for me, question of challenges or this. It's not a one-way traffic for me. What I did is to pop up a number of ideas so that we don't say that then we're quick fix. Then you Biafra, you borrow the next Dubai. Then you more even that we can't even agree on what we want, and we should not be ashamed of it. We are Republican people. We have different ideas. An Igbo man does not bounce to anybody who does not fit him. That's where I stop.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you,
Larry. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Larry.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much.
I have a small question.
Yeah, it's gonna be real quick. It's gonna be real quick. I had a question, and I think
really quick. Yeah. So you book on Boku de Leonard. No, if I not when I could not let that.
I'm sorry. I'll do the best I can. No, I had a question, but I think towards the end of your presentation, he sort of kind of hit the nail right on the head, and that is it then a matter of an Igbo man not knowing exactly what they want or where they really want to go? And I think you probably touched up on that towards the end of your presentation.
As in Naihika, even there are various answers, and each one is right. Party may be convinced now what we need is to solidify economically, like in Italy, this city, you become so well that people will come around and beg you. That's one version of it.
That is Sicily. Talking about Sicily.
Yeah.
Talking about Sicily,
China as an example.
Yeah, not Sicily. They do this. Italian. This big city where they.
Oh, their fashion industry.
Milan.
Yeah, they dominate this thing. That anyway, you understand what I mean. That you become
so good in it.
Ingenuity and think home philosophy. Go back home. Show that thing in a manner order so that Abiani Bolando is so different now. People will now say yes. Mana for me, I believe in Yes. Even Igbo's president of Igbo extraction is not mutually exclusive with this. That's my personal opinion. Not everyone will agree.
Just
you will as na nwata will ọzọ ọbụla ịghọtago ndị ewelego. It only see president does not add anything to Obasanjo's life except that psychological satisfaction. Other than that, it's just an elite game. However, and don't be surprised, you can call you down when you get to Aka when you get to Obasanjo in the Yoruba or mother. And we get to a very good Korocha Mojikalo, Iman and device know how can have a book. And good was public. But even the governor, the point is, there's nothing wrong in it. We have been close. Under Jonathan, I was secretary to the government. You ask yourself, what really does it change? Okay, in the yoga second Niger, Buhari is doing second Niger bridge. Has it made people like him more? No. So it is. We're all different in what we're looking for. I think he should be there. And one thing I can tell you is there is something, a spark of the divine in
more coverage.
A spark of the divine in all of us that clamors for justice. That is why we call it in the north. The people that we are criticizing him most were the northerners. So you can now see, even though in the west, in the southwest, in believe there is now even a movement from non-Igbos. From non-Igbos. Nekumba, not Agadi side, and on a personal example, I'm on university in Dogu. I wasn't even alive with my. I wasn't even. I would have taught for free. I had my own ideas of different. So this in Natala, but one man and a alive. You know, his Onya Kuzilie Mazuri was one of our students, our authors, when they close. So all the vice chancellor of the university now, one they said, this guy doesn't need you, you need him. Also, Mbia Monday, Wednesday, and Bido, I thought it was part-time. Now, nobody interviewed me until 1 year. So 1 year, I'm choosing him case position again. Senior lecturer. Some people, so staff not there say, why are you Jido for senior lecturer? And there's on a publisher like him, associate and that. Okay, under the university guideline that you must have in your position for 3 years, and she's not on that position. Others still protesting. If I don't worry, I'm also trying to think about how we manage ourselves in a cultural setting so that when we disagree, we don't become disagreeable. I just find it doesn't matter. It doesn't prevent me sometimes to make me even though now I'm a professor. So when the time came in, I promote one man who never first sat on the position, he put the vice president for almost 2 years. I didn't do anything on the Befa protest. I didn't. So that's part of the divine. Even the Munahadi as yellow, they just carried protests now. They will remove this the dean if he does this again. The other man comes saying, why didn't you tell me? And say, look, it's important to me. Not that it's not, but the full anything is to show ambition and not display show ambition, so that you don't put people off. So also those people we are going to push for how they navigate the environment and just for instance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Two more questions.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes. Professor Adibe.
I have a question.
Title. So okay, yeah, correct. Adibe. Eventually.
Okay,
remember, just like you said, Igbos are one of the third biggest tribe in Nigeria. Has only 5 states. Now, over 30 seconds. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
On a break.
Is it breaking? Can you
Yeah,
hear
go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
We can hear you.
So, and the Indian and Nigeria now, they feel that over 30 security apparatus in Nigeria, none of them is headed by an Igbos. That is one. Then the Igbos, as the third biggest tribe in Nigeria, has only 5 states. That is 2. 3. The federal character and the Kumake, because it is going up on Igbo. So actually seeing that people should emancipate from this problem. So what we want to know is, what do you think Igbos can do to get out of this quagmire? Can security apparatus go away again? Igbo? Can oil wells go away again? Igbo? Can 5 states get made up to 6 states? Federal character and megas can Igbo seleketa? Chairman of parastatals and boards can wait Igbo? So that is the emancipation we mean. And the idea is to make Igbo with a presidency. Actually change that they cannot do anything in Nigeria. But we want to see how Igbos will be vetted through into the scheme of affairs in Nigerian government.
Can I ask a question? Just a follow-up, please.
Okay.
All right. So taking you back to the things Egos in the Bonidi, like you said, none of them are mutually exclusive, so we can actually ask for all of them. But my issue goes beyond that. My concern is we keep pointing to the Fulanese. We keep talking about the Yorubas. We've not even held our own local leaders accountable.
Thank you.
Okay. If we can direct, I believe you and I can swear and can take my word to the bank. If we can direct the whole aggression and I direct towards all these outsiders, towards our own leaders' accountability, we'll be 1,000 miles ahead before the work for the state house. We could become so self-sufficient that the country will be running to us. But the problem is that we have local government chairmen who do nothing and just squander the money. We have governors who do nothing and lie to the populace. We allow our sons, brothers, children to be kind of instrument in the hands of all these destabilization factors that never allow good elections. We buy votes, it happens in our eyes, we don't condemn it. If it's our man who is winning, we are happy. We are praising people, we become praise singers, which is not an Igbo thing.
Of wrong people.
So I think our problem lies back home, not with the Malam, not with Buhari. If you only well, it doesn't bug me. I get nothing from it other than your presses me. Only Bobulu, chief security, whatever, nothing for me to gain from it. The average Igbo man, the common man in Igbo land benefits nothing from this. So we need to begin to advocate for good governance in our own system, irrespective of what happens elsewhere in the country. Build up the Igbo land and all will be well for everyone.
Exactly. Amen.
If any mention of other mutually exclusive with you know, but let me talk about the security mention of and they are dominating and dominating and dominating. It's not fair, and I think the same thing. When you join our First Republic, senior officers in the army, a roll call of Ndibo. Under Basanjo, Ministry of Finance, Agogongo Chief Economic Advisors to CBN Governors to Ludo, Minister of Finance Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. I'm not saying it's right. I'm only saying that it is one of those things that happens once in a while. And don't sectors here, like Ijena Motor Pass in some area, we find about dominant ethnic, dominant minority. Ijena most ethnic groups, the Igbo man will be the second largest ethnic group often and economically dominant in the area. So there are issues, and you can every group will lead their own. I'm not saying that you're moving us from there, they're wrong, but I'm just trying that it should not be the sole focus. If I'm equal about governance at the local level was one of the things I was talking about. Let them be able to show that they're actually different from others. So
exactly.
That when they go to Ebola, if Biafra or whatever, you fly to the moon. We have not seen it in terms of the quality of governance. It's no different from anywhere else.
At all.
So we can be fighting at different levels and then hope, you know, we hope that things will get better. I mean, these are Just like in the US, the issue of blacks have always been there since Adam Jibaloto, but it will continue to be there.
That's true.
Thank you.
Yes, because Adibe, thank you so much. Your presentation, the perfect, ndị jụkwala ajụ dụrụ ezigbote ajụ ọmaka and ife ọzọkwa nna Chikwu bụ that na unu mana ayaka treat soro this topic onwe onye nwere ife ọya ajụ just detukwu ya n'akwụkwọ anyị nwee extra time during the time of any other issues, then you can revisit it again. Part again. Yeah?
Because if I may
okay, go ahead.
If I did presented very good,
yes.
I so wish no if I can monoton go over all the time. No, on a serious note. And when then I complain because of it. But these are the things that should be raised. Interested in here.
Yes.
Interest. You have to go.
Of course.
I go back and forth because nobody was on the platform with interesting. And we're interesting thing. Like if I give it now, this everybody's interested in this. You have to go.
Yes.
So, sometimes Ufadu can also say something, write something.
Yeah.
One have to take you over.
I don't support the phone. One I go for my yes. As long as like I may say I understanding at all. Yes. Because let me move on. Can move on better from Giraffe stop a little bit distant. Let me go back to my once again presentation because on time can share my screen. Okay, let me start from here again. Because yes, say the correct. I chokata monyoji, chokdonyoji meji medicine from. So onyocha be fit eventually go see yes, we did it. Nda Agbachi and make it. And make it full man. Kabulu ife ajiwe na anokori we na emifa biko ubekene ni na mebunye fire steady Humphrey Ukwaba and co because I again. This is just a new beginning. Without a wasting time, let me go back a little bit. So when you have my screen, but didn't have my screen. I would like to take you back 1975 to 1980 flashback to Agbachi, just a little bit note. If our principal office here, where the Kezi Odonko senior classroom defense office principal. Then only a for chapel, then for the hall. And can for assembly hall, everybody now the morning assembly every morning. Then I'm Hannah Christian Urana full on a full man. You see, I always avoid it because after exam, eba can we hear answer Monday Monday pass. So Hannah and my dodgy the tin and Messi Azul. So, Christian, when I correct all the wrong answers, the wrong questions, and everything. So I always try to avoid it as much as you know. Then going down, for our dormitory. Then looking at everything looks so clean and everything. And I'm going to take a picture now during the dry season. But the school intact, and I really enjoy now after 1980 today. Before they present even from the picture, na football Humphrey Ukwaba and Imojuku Bonye Sendelaya. This is my house, Dumabi House. Although it's you have section A of Dumabi House, section B, Kasinaka Dozin, then Nkablugo, then I don't know. Or house so principal ID or I don't know, but it looks like our principal's house. Principal. Okay, good.
Yes.
Then yes.
August 1.
Okay, nke card to very good. Nke ka omanobo kosoko or be amonye busy there ba. Nke card is right. Yes.
African historian.
Kobi.
All the way back, African historian.
Kobi. Yeah. Kobi. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Obiake Gala.
Then this is a building has started. Unfortunately, they couldn't complete it. You know. I'm dormitory than can in a more house no. Oh, Mogo. Okay. Growing with.
Mado bizigwe back and
Made Brazil at all. So a man house don't care or dining hall. Or guy's house. Okay.
Yes.
This is your guy's house. Thank you. So before now can you actually present, I will make an acquaintance. This good gentleman, first year I use your form of my picture, or just ego name pick it up. Yeah, they shoot a whole lot of pictures, even as his student. So when they can find then a messiah if I be fine with her from principal or forward the year through Adibe, Jidofo. If I just estimate how make you age where you fix some of the buildings, may go ahead, gather all of them. But ununanya unafuna for 2 million, for 1.5 million, for 600,000, for 18,000, for 9,000. Then the list keep on going. Estimate of Etuasia bringing school to standard. 240 through this thing. MSI I put in internet. I put in a platform to this price. Now, ununanya only French or come into you know who belly. MSI by name and never near your for my. Humphrey Okwaba na Judofo when we have West now hang on a donation every time to the school. But if have individual donation. I am
prize endowment.
So if not you guna the Writers Brothers, the first people built the airplane in 1903, didn't think about the new Phantom jet. They know that Nahana built the airplane, but had it been that they waited to build something like this on the right, they wouldn't have do this. But because of what they've done, why they up to Phantom jet, I know if today. The same thing goes to General Ford, blew the first car in 1806. All of this, if an on here, exotic car in about today, it wouldn't have happened. We would have stuck in darkness. So, if I were to do with Orifte, if I were to do with Orifte is that when you unify together, stand together, we can move the mountain. So, if now you know, the main thing to start is the main thing. Also, I 500 naira individual will. I put it together. Pick one thing, ni made the list here, point. I near in togetherness to the school. Make it sure, pick a fire, Amana in Maloria, and it's not bona. I pick a me, Obrona, if I made the school, Kodaka University of Benana, USA. No. But before remember now, we will call others to start to participate. Because if I don't want any school, nobody cares. And over in nature, Lagos City, no, Nabuhari, no, I am a card there. So, no make a unified together. I made to I see me, Tia Fond die together. You know, pick one thing. Once we did one thing, others will follow us. Others, I mean, other class, maybe it's class of 75, class of 76. Then if the state government, they will be involved. In fact, I'm in Oruku Hospital. We started it now. Aboku Odike is now joining us. But had it been that we didn't start, he wouldn't have come and joined. So now, if I go back to if you about Nyanato. Yeah, it's good. And we're different here and what. Look at the face right here. It doesn't matter where you think he's facing. If he's facing right, it's correct. If he's looking direct to you, it's correct. So there is no good answer to bad answer. So even if we know, I continue twice, maybe can unify here together, keep on moving. When you again look at this picture here, some people poverty, only the poverty, they are for a different thing, and the only the rich, they are for a different thing. Na section on some people do very poor. I like the picture. Why? Because most of people, you look at it, if we're a young girl, they look away, very rich, very affluent. But when you look at it deeper, then you see a woman, an old lady, very poor, very wretched. Nose here, mouth here. This is the shame. So now, if any depending the way we see it. Another example, this guy, you look at it immediately, you thought he's a guy leaning on back of the wife, on the girlfriend, but actually is the girlfriend leaning on the back of the boyfriend. So now if any depending, so when you make my statement here by is equal to actually I'm going to take you 2 minutes. Count all the number of F you will see on this screen. From the laptop, from the phone, this is finished file. Dear result of years of scientific study combined with the experience of years. How many Fs?
4.
Count. Okay, 4. Konya fruit 2. Konya for 3. 3. Ongonya for 5.
5. 5.
Ongonya for 18.
No, 6.
Okay, now.
5.
Okay, 4. Okay.
5.
Okay, let's count it.
5.
Okay, let's count it.
5.
1.
1.
2.
2. 3.
4.
4.
5. 6.
Oh,
6
dear.
Fs. But sections intake. When this in half 18. Yeah, has he work for 18. 7. Hana for all E's as F. You know, you look at it. You look at it. They all see E's. Everyone E'd. I thought is F. So when you count all of them, then it becomes 18.
Very good.
So now to digress to what I'm saying. A person of average intelligence now find a 3. Then you average intelligence, only we can find you 3. Then if I in the sport to have 4, then you are above average. Then upon you want a 5 correct, then you are so excellent, you will thumb your nose to anybody. Then 6, you're a genius. Not only with a 6, you're a genius. Then on the spot only 3. Then you have to see Dr. Chijoko Nyekong for eyeglass. No, not so too careful. Then only through 18. Then if Dr. Chukwujeku for medical doctor, yeah, call him a mental problem. Yeah, exactly. Because then this is what the psychologist theory now why about IFA, because it's rated. I'm trying to drag it back to our school. Western IFA battle, many people have because Okwim is in here now off from them what I had the whole 6 off K count. When I was that now off would the Oku anyway F on it because in a fox, fowl, fighting, fishing, only with the F pronouncing it, but off Boku with the V. So each time you look at it off, he thought it's V. That's why he didn't count it, because you read it by the time you are counting it. Or sound the whole like F, studying it. In case of one example. Then second example, when I call West that now off the small. When we bring Nigeria coordinate, so you have not the small. We always look for a large stuff. If you believe can bring in other attracted to. So with that, when I June, what is that small stuff we are overlooking? One stuff we are looking, we Aide Nanya is alma mater or Rift secondary school. When you have one tiny thing, I had a phone. So when I see Bicon, often I miss a meeting now. I got Enebianya, Mona Humphrey Ukwaba, we will go back again. Started to, we can call it fundraising, you know, or by force. We normally will get all 500. Man, the most important thing, but not to put something. Nime the post because guys sit down submit it to the school, then keep on from there. Then maybe some other people will join us when we started. Then in closing, for this organization, I'm a Kotal. These 5 words, be very critical for this our organization. Strategy, knowledge, initiative, kinda, innovation. How do we link this all world together? How do we connect this world?
Knowledge, initiation, kinda, innovation.
Yes. How do we link this word? We can connect it. We connect it to communication.
Communication.
We connect it to collaboration.
Collaboration.
We connect it to vision.
Vision.
We connect it to teamwork.
Teamwork.
We connect it to unity.
Unity.
We connect it to cooperation. We connect it to planning. Then progress.
Progress.
Then ideas.
Idea.
Now, my question to Unubundi Agbachi, are we making this connection and creating the possibilities? Thank
yes. You. Konaka. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Well done.
So, because
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, question and answer.
Thank you so much. That's a very wonderful contribution. In fact, that is the crux of the whole thing. Yeah. Let me specifically thank Long Paddy. As the one of Oruku. You have shown what you are in all ramifications. Because you're going to and because you what you are. So Oruku did not make mistakes. So thank you so much.
Yes.
All the corporate social responsibility. The social responsibility I work that the school trained us. So what I'm giving back to the school, I don't want to emphasis on social responsibility.
Yes.
So like you said, if I can work out, I communicate to the whole house. Then I put when you also kind of have I will communicate to the whole house because I wonder whether you would like us to start debating on it now. I think we have to work out, then communicate to the house.
Yes, because if I am general, yes, because in 23 I be here, but I would like everybody to participate in it. Yes.
Yes.
So now you work on a platform.
Yes.
And then we have the opportunity. Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to hear that.
Thank you very much.
So I am moving to the next topic.
Because
yeah.
I have a question. Do I have the floor? Professor Jindo.
Okay, Obasanjo. Yeah.
Yes. Your presentation, Amaka, you can't just shove it under the desk like that without saying one or two things.
Yes.
My own more of a suggestion, comment.
Okay.
First of all, I think we have a bigger body, which is the Alumni Association. I think
Yes.
all of us should be encouraged to join that and see what they are doing.
Oh, good.
I think we should also continue to maintain this platform. Let us come together. Pick one thing. Open our dormitory. Go principal's house. Just one.
Yes.
Fix it.
Yes.
And write it class of 1980.
Thank you.
Because I'm on a lot of friends. On this CIC, my DMJs, what they're doing is very remarkable. For the school they came from, because this school gave us everything. This is where we started our background.
Yes.
So we will do something, but not as elaborate as you have just said, because now the alumni as a body will qualify name. And another point of good news is that because of this in IBDO, class of 81 and 82, of which my brother is a part of it, they have started their own.
Yes, yes.
So we must be doing something good.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, let us take something small, because it would be bad to start it and not finish it.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, and then let us devote this platform also to trying to help each other.
We have been doing that. We have been doing that.
I'm not going to participate, and I have to put it on the floor,
on the spot. Yeah.
So I do more involved. This are getting old. So our parents are also getting old. So from time to time, we're going to lose somebody precious to us. And it's not everybody that can afford to do that. You can, whatever the board decide, I'm all for it. To help them. And what any fixed way of doing it. I may see some of us are closer to each other than other people.
Yes.
When they got on from behind the scene, maybe for something, nagging other people. But when we can't find a
together.
For the whole class of 18,
yes. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oku Amaka, Oku, the very, very wonderful. So now, John, Dika, I'll be to you. Nifemebona, amount time I hear, when all that time after, unfully then the agenda, because I akabaru banyo full quiz, only make account, only make account exclusively. Humphrey or a MEPA account, right? Then we started to put money there. It will help us a whole lot. So I am not what is India and what we are putting. Like to innocent is oh no way any of our members if it's me drum or something. I see near some some fund. So if I you never today. So can dream over to you.
Before John, Patrick, can you use your host privileges to please mute
everybody? Thank you, Dal for that. Yes. 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 Like unmute yourself after, then you mute yourself back. Okay, can them unmute. Go ahead. Can them unmute? Yeah.
You did a good job. Mana Osajindo, able some way as your Obasanjo. Obasanjo Obasanjo. This is my one eventually you could allow them. Just like Osajindo said, as much as I got to stand out, because I believe in action, we should also, like I have said in the past, endeavor to reach out to the general alumni body.
Okay.
Active, we might be the injection that will make it active. And also, it's very imperative, actually act alone, instead of you wepụta ego jenye, because we have an accountability issue in Nigeria, we must say, and I'm very prudent. Taxation without representation is tyranny. I don't have to go in any organization where accountability is not there. So we must pick one project and use our own contacts to implement it.
Yes.
Although you just send Diego, people have been sending, I'm sure people have been sending money. It hasn't changed anything. I'm ashamed and sad to see the school, the conditional money. And above all, with all due respect to others, you missed another important thing. If you want to use your ego, money can't do problem is solved without action.
Now, thank you. Oku amaka nkem dream ya ina ifuna if you could get Obasanjo awugi ezigbote aru from Bafo mention na epic here ka one building or something or not or bro no had necessary no about 20 million building back egwu ara to onye obuna anything of na project is tangible, you know. Yes, so why pick that kind of stuff? I ain't go foot wagon now like Humphrey Ukwaba. And you're gonna make sure I put to the structure or whatever I pick it up or from either right. I mean not that will go just submit it like that. No, it's impossible. So why not in your form? Because yeah, on colonials otherwise I got to Pastor to be brief.
Go
ahead.
Because I don't know na our school Agbachi. I can boarding students being at that school.
Yes. Yes.
Boarding
yes. How can be?
In that environment,
yes. Yes. Boarding school.
Mana. Hello.
Yes. Who again, Humphrey?
I will boarding school. Ever had the guitar at my house and come in my house.
Okay.
I will do my one mellow and a hall.
Okay.
So all these two houses about now. We're going to be mellow and a hall.
Okay. Because I'm my schedule today. I'm very, very happy, and I just can't express the joy, you know, seeing some of our faces, and then the enthusiasm. I bambo for that night. I January this year. Now I hear the you know, and then we grow. Because I need support here in Kendelenku. All the very, very important, and we issue of trust and accountability. Nihe gbasaro ego finance. So mo wana ekwu na etu a parties we ekwu ka ibido mara etu ayesi we nwe that account, our own bank account, so that whatever anybody can be able to raise, then and also we shall just like here to pick up a project.
I have one suggestion. Kaba Jena. I don't know if I can speak.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
I and my support if a job na Google already.
Okay.
It's a very good thing. And I know I'm probably kind of speaking in advance of what we might end up doing. I'm not typically the kind of person that's in support of going and handing somebody money. You know, I'm the kind of person that if I want to do.
Okay. Do I have to meet everybody?
Hello,
again?
I have something to say, Paul and wherever. I want to say something.
Can I finish?
Hello, are you hearing me?
Like, can you go finish here because
I still on the line.
Okay.
Because...
Yeah. So I mean, to the extent that we want to do something, it's gonna for me. I you know, when that time comes, not right now. I know there'll be logistics and everything that need to be done, but when that time comes, I want us to not forget the fact that I want us to be involved in every aspect of whatever it is that we choose to do. from the beginning to whatever, so that we not just go there and hand somebody money and then nothing gets done. That's usually where I get my reluctance, because everybody fights for their penny, and no matter how hard you work, it's your penny, it's your sweat and blood. So when that time comes, I want us to really think hard about that and make sure that we don't take that for granted. I'm not going to be in support of handing somebody money and then walking away.
No,
if I feel like we've done something. Yeah.
No,
thank you.
Never,
I appreciate that.
Sorry, Paddy.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, because can stretch and wobble of my beacon. Ever since I built this union, all this thing we've been doing, the project, Mapware project, I carry going out, starting from Mike Abasimelo down to Moa. Everything is always transparent. I will go anybody. Thanks to Humphrey Ukwabari, he will go there, purchase whatever is purchased, and post it on our online, and post it on a platform and everything. So there's a whole lot of accountability. So far, so good. We are doing so. Well, when I decided I got through this school project, I get make the same thing. I get pick. I pick 2 million, 3 million, 10 million, 5 million. I'm going to show nobody do tangible. I'm going to keep me I target here, and combine it together. Then push away from there. So if I get other physical, afianya, no bro just na it will again. As an age of or onye ball face. No, I actually something.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Hello.
I was not making
Hello.
Yes. That Larry. Yes. Okay, Paul, go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I've listened with keen interest everybody's contribution, and I'm so much glad about it.
Okay.
I thank each and every one of us. People now they're afraid of mismanagement or so. I've been watching with keen interest from the time we started contributing money. The ones we contributed has been accounted very well. So I don't know why people are so much afraid of this.
I'm not worried about
Everybody has a name to protect. Everybody has a name to protect. Let us focus on what we want to do and contribute that money. None of our 1 naira will miss. So don't be afraid of that, please.
If Larry, can check out Larry, one of accountability or no, but if I not the tangible, if I have one.
Okay,
I know that's
good.
I'm
a party to that. Whatever decision taken, I will abide by. I'll contribute whatever I have. Everybody will.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Thank you.
Can I put in something real quick?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. We're hearing you.
Okay.
We're hearing you.
Okay, somebody on the line. Please mute yourself. Yeah. Okay. Can I put the next? Okay, I read the chair number. Go ahead.
Right. If their concern is also my concern. But if I made you away, if I would do Tomona, Humphrey, and you moon nine a ban,
yes.
Yes.
And I'm no be no if I am a panel. I try for one if I actually
yes.
I would go now Humphrey get you physically involved.
Yes.
Now I jack a
yes.
not there is a bad if I can spend it.
Yes.
But more would not be try.
Yes. Too often. Thank you, Humphrey. Yeah. Okay. Ken Dream. After Ken Dream, then Ken Dream. Go ahead, quick.
Eventually clarify. Avoid any misunderstanding or misconception.
Hello. Yeah.
Especially given the enormous sacrifice Humphrey Ukwabari, Mojuku, Peter Binebo, and others have made. If I'm one and what I understand from Ife Larry Nekukwa and those of you, let there be no confusion. Accountability but not among us.
Exactly.
Thank you. School.
Yeah.
That's what we are referring to.
Yes.
Then on that note, on that note, as a Federal Secretary, I must add something. I need Kwoku Ijemega account. I need, unfortunately, Barrister, now is not here. If only I need to clarify under the Nigerian laws, because to open an account as a group, I need some form of registration. That's one. Yeah. So, and then the complexities about banking charges in Nigeria that is outrageous, that I find discouraging to make one run an account there. And then all those complexities is what we have to look at, because for us to open an account as a group, we will need some form of registration. And overall, just register. There's some compliance. Do they have what we have here, equivalence of Part 2 of the Companies Act for non-profit organization? Those are where we might fit in. So I take care all the possible for us to do that, fine. Otherwise, we may have to continue until such a time to use Humphrey's account as proxy. And then we can now draft the rules and all that within us. But let there be no confusion. We appreciate Humphrey and co. It's not about questioning or casting any aspersion about their integrity or their motives. As a matter of fact, at some points when this thing is going on, we may have to think about making provision for cost of their running around.
For that travel.
Nke dream oku amaka before I get to you. Yes, oku ni kwuru amaka. N'ifeme bụ na ndị Igbo na-atụ n'inu si na-afụ ihe ya egbu abụnyebe asọ n'aka, you know. So until FIFA fi egbu. So na ife ndị ekwu ife bụ na yeah, point you make it very, very important. We have to go into Humphrey Emojuku in Nigeria. Things about even in I mentioned now, registration and everything. Kaibidona and Gabia step by step. You know. Also, we don't know it take care 1 year or 2 years. I will complete here, establish our registration and opening up account. Then we will do it. You know why? Because of a question of trust, everything. After Humphrey, you know, New York, you know. So now I go sitting with accounts. Okay, go. I have accounts on Kai. I don't care to see where me. I'm not a registration. I go ahead. You look at that. Maybe we'll take good night 1 year. We will take it step by step, you know. But as of now, I can enable you to Humphrey account. Down, you know. Go ahead.
Yeah. Asna nze amara onu okwusina ebe ekwusi for you. So yes, I think you guys nailed it to the head, because a lot of us be outside has been born. That's a fact. A lot of us now outside has been born, whether your siblings or your friends. If I go, yeah. So and to tell you how much confidence in when I Humphrey, I thought I find myself say, I wish that this thing started 5 years ago. No way I would trust him more. If Humphrey say Biko, JML me Farwa, and it will be that way. So when we are saying this thing like a John, it's not even about us. If I know if I just hand there somebody no rift a contract on them, if I say all that guys and I actually trust man, open up Humphrey participate. That's one. Then number two, open at this organization form of man. Time is money. Time is money. I'm self-employed. I work here. I know what it is, just like everybody. So for us to ask them, do this, again, really talking, I'm going for gas. Why fuel, So eventually we'll make provision for that, because they believe in that now. Once somebody near me, hold always something attached to it. Just tiny monetary form. It would do. I know that they will do better. They will do all this, but not just for their time. You gotta go, man. Because I tell people know. Some people misunderstand, and I think, oh, nah, no, we're talking about Kafayali. If I just hand that to other people, we trust them so much, and they have been very, very transparent, and they believe me, we are lucky to have them. So yes. I think everybody, I just want to chime in too and say that.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yes, go ahead.
John Dyke.
Go ahead, Larry.
This is exactly. Maybe I should clarify it, and I thought I was being simplistic enough, and I thought I was being as direct enough in what I was trying to say. I didn't want to have it misconstrued because we've been giving donations over the past few months, and this group. The first time I saw you people, during the first trial run, I had tears in my eyes.
Me too. Even right now, I have tears.
I had tears in my eyes.
Honestly,
I have nothing. To tell the truth, the kind of love I have for this group, I wish I can push a button, like a reset button that would take me back to 1975. Even if that means starting life all over again, so long as I can go back to 1975, I wish I can do that. That's how much love I had. So please, I don't want anybody to misconstrue what I was trying to say. And I think John clarified everything. I don't think I need to add any more to it. But I just want to point it out, please. Humphrey,
Tony.
Dr. Ima, if you know, I don't think we should take it for granted. I don't, every now and then, it's not dialogue, man, I actually came here a permanent provision so that anytime I get if I'm with a get need overnight, from whenever I got lodge, and those things, those kind of things. It's here for so that and keep in mind if the final rapport their families,
That's
or we
true.
find a gay go offer a JQ.
That's true.
So please, we need to take care of them.
Thank you. So just one more question. I don't know what's it. Then we move ahead. Okay, Maurice Mano. Okay, go ahead. Maurice, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, now let me mute everybody again. Yeah, then you unmute yourself while talking. Too much noise at the background. Okay, unmute yourself, Maurice. Go ahead, talk. Yes.
Right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Even
yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. To God be the glory. And making uno and the bidogolu. Yeah, and meeting this class of 80. I thank the organizers. Then I'm Nekuna, big I am Nuguru, and Nekumaka giving back to the school. It's all it's something the worthwhile. So I thank God now I will so far. And we're on ground. Ghana from each stage, from stage 1 to another stage, 2 to another stage. Those people can get progress report. Now, because thank God the idea of it will go that one should not.
Yes. Breaking up. Okay, Nogali.
Okay. Old boys meeting in Port Harcourt. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. When I'm on Port Harcourt, send the go to the school. Can the principal well something? Eventually, when I see here, K-Holo, also all executive toilet. I'm to executive toilet. So thank God we have people, our own people on ground to be monitoring progress and to be giving
yes. Thank you, Oku Amaka, Maurice Man, Oku Amaka, and Kaisi Wedeka so fortunate, but only the Kwani Fafu, Humphrey Okwaba, no into the school because he already been given. So almost go all the ways, Malo, what is there, Malin Kana, Ron, and Kada, Ron. So Obro is stranger to project here now. Yes. So no, deal of more for one. Yeah. So
Hello?
next person.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, where you done?
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Boniface, Abuchi,
Hello. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, actually.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, all.
Thank you.
Class of 8. I'd make an unne. It's my one near. Dalun rinne. Oge anyị akwa somewhere now meeting the current national chairman and the secretary. So for Naluma farm and my class. But since then I can't know anything from them because the secretary is no luna routine farm na the WhatsApp platform. So him somebody suggested that we should reach out to the main body. So if you kwesi. And then if I mean email as class 80, then I the main body name. So I have my suggestion, and somebody could go something in that nature before. John Dyke.
Thank you.
John Dyke, after you, Amazi Munagyo ka mokenye.
Biko Professor Adibe, Obono Kanye, Biko MSC send the life and old boys because more are interested in old boys. More know old boys name.
Now more young boy.
Yeah, so MSC post in a platform. So any other question before I move to Atobi? Okay, well, then all know was it. I can make one I know with 20 minutes to our time. Okay, our able pastor, when I can see a living nearer to God. Unmute yourself.
Nearer to.
Ato is a one-man wrecking band.
As long as you don't talk about Donald Trump.
Hello.
Okay, Ato. Okay, no, go ahead. We can hear you.
Hello.
Someone mute to everybody.
Okay, let me mute everybody. Once I mute everybody, Ato, you unmute yourself to talk, okay? Okay, go ahead and unmute yourself, Ato. Yeah, then start to talk to us.
Okay.
Yes.
I can hear me now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Praise the Lord, everybody.
Amen.
I'm very, very happy that this platform is on ground. We thank God for all of us that are fully involved in the organization. God bless you. And all our brethren who are on ground there representing us. God bless all of you. It's a lot of sacrifice. A lot of sacrifice. I am a very brief time, 10 minutes, so just to make what we call exhortation.
Hello, are you hearing me?
You're hearing me?
Yeah, we are hearing you, but your voice is breaking up a little bit.
Are you looking too serious?
Yeah, on a question in well.
I'll borrow a question. No, I can't because this is a band of shift to a piano on the Chaban. So, Tigwan come on and network now, but I need Hannah. Kemaka fancy Humphrey.
Oh, no, I'm a presentation. Only a presentation, Monsieur, then I can. Yeah, who they can go on a be of man. Yeah, okay, I'll continue.
Okay, God bless you. So, if I'm just a brief exhortation, more than I can already say. But I'm very happy that now you're mentioning God in this meeting. Okay, I mean, I'm so gratified. So, I'm going to open Proverbs 9. Or still give instruction to a wise man, and he will still wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. Verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For by me, that is by God, your days will be multiplied and years of life added to you. Now, so if you're wise for yourself. If you scoff, you bear it alone. Amen. So, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And the knowledge of the Holy One is a man that has understanding. So that's it. Okay, what is this wisdom that God says it will begin with you? There are many things inside it. And because of what they call inner peace. Inner peace. Nobody knows what to do everywhere. In nations, in communities, in families, in ourselves. Because all the trouble inside us that we are reflecting all over the place. So what is that? That now the fear of God will bring you wisdom that will lead us to have the most precious commodity on earth, the most precious factor is peace, inner peace. It's not money, it's not fame, it's not whatever. The most precious factor is inner peace. In fact, let me say this: all our quest in life is to create that inner peace. All our struggle, all our quest, all our trying to achieve, to attain, is aimed at one thing: to experience stability, to experience this inner peace. That's what it's all about. So we go all out to get money, to get this, so that we will not find ourselves in a desperate situation. So that we will not, perhaps, when we compete, because that's another problem. When we compete with people, we will not be found to be on the low side. But today, God is telling some futures. If you get inner peace, you find out that this will have their place, take their place in our lives. Money is important, don't get me wrong. So there's nothing wrong with that. Very important. But when it is used for the purpose of attaining peace, of escaping competition, of escaping trouble from life, then there will be trouble. Hello? I don't know whether
Go ahead.
Okay, so now God is telling us that you need me in your life. Because when man see, that's when this trouble of inner peace left man. Is the beginning of this lack of peace. It's not lack of money. It's not whether you're in Nigeria or in Russia or in China. Anywhere you are, you suffer it as long as you don't have what it takes to have that inner peace. What we need is God. You see God into your life. You keep God preeminence in your life. God knows your constitution. The reason for the lack of inner peace is because inside of there are so many personalities, so many that are competing for attention. So many that are trying to get relevance. But when God comes into your life, God will put everything in their place. Give everything its prominence. Give everything what it should take. And then man will have peace in himself. Inner peace is trying to, a lack of inner peace is trying to use external things to achieve a sense of stability. It does not work that way. That's why you see somebody, if only I can get 1 million, he will have the 1 million, he wants 2 million. If he has 2 million, he wants 10. And he has to become a billionaire, he's still lacking the inner peace. Somebody says, if I can marry a beautiful girl, my problem is to be beautiful girl. Marry this girl and I'll have joy, I'll be happy to be living happily ever after. And after 10 years,
I think they break up way better. Yeah, okay, wireless.
I don't know again. Let me just finish up. So please, I'm running up. What we need to create joy in life, stability in life, inner peace in life is not more money. It's not more of anything outside us. It's not more car. It's God stepping into that life and giving it the stability that He created it. Because the source of lack of peace was because of God not being there from the beginning. So when God comes back, then inner peace will come back. And to summarize, I also say that this wisdom is to enable you to prepare for eternity. Friends, there is eternity. How do you know? You dream. Sometimes you visualize. You envision. You want something that's better than here. Whatever a man can imagine is feasible. If you can imagine something, that thing is there somewhere. If you imagine a land of El Dorado where there's no trouble, then it's existing somewhere. And therefore, I put it on that the this way. That's why we dream and see ourselves somewhere. And God is telling us that I am the one that will show you the way to eternity. A wise man prepares for his tomorrow, prepares for retirement, takes care of his children for tomorrow. So we on this platform will ask ourselves, what am I preparing for? How am I preparing for my eternity? How am I preparing for life after this life? Because there's a life after this life. It's actually what made me to become born again. The question I was a rascal to the highest. The question was asked me, you believe in the Bible, maybe you're not a chapel, you believe in heaven, you believe in hell. You know about it. And somehow you believe it's there. So what are you doing practically to make sure that you get there? Then I have to bow my knee and accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And I'm telling us here that when you do that, you are wise. That is the beginning of that wisdom he told us. That when you begin to prepare for eternity, that is wisdom. Then also, it will help you to overcome the troubles of this world. There's so much trouble, so much temptation. Why? Because of complex. God coming into the life will help to heal the complex. If this complex is making us compete, to assess ourselves, to try to attain, to acquire. But there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. When it is for the purpose of extending the nature of God to others. But where it is to promote yourself and deal with the matter of peace inside the devil will make a mistake because the more you have, the less the peace you have. The more you try to acquire, the less you are, the more you are in trouble. So, friends, in conclusion, I want us to begin to live a life of fear of God. It's not going to try to bow down to a man of God to pray for you and tell him before a human being like a pastor or any bishop. It is living by the precept of the Bible that we are taught all this one. Taking the word of God serious. That is the meaning of the fear of God. Trying to live it, and when you can, you ask him for help, he will help you. I want to believe God that when we do that, God will grant us peace in this life. It's possible to be peaceful, to live a peaceful life. It's possible to feel satisfied, to feel taken care of. It's possible to be stable in this highly unstable life. And then, of course, when you know that you're on the other side, what is God? God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Down. Kisi wokwe ko yesi we I really say thank you so much ato. Mesinya address you no ka for ka I convert jebenya woka. Omaka if you amaka to start with, you know, the inner peace. Inner peace you masialo unwere out onya the high blood pressure onya be fine aya. So you pick at the right time. So now when you have self-contempt, you know, you might feel well each day to have because I got on the line when you question can audio pastor out now and because I do a question cut quite short. Can man I have a funny cool full agenda before any close or what okay 8. Yeah, so the floor is open. I'm going to know your question. Comment here. Comment here now.
Yeah. Okay. I got something there. Ato. Thank you so much. Ebido, this forum, this platform, be talking and arguing back and forth. We know that you're a pastor. We heard that you're a pastor. Let me put it that way. But your word of wisdom now, it is it's very encouraging. I know that, and I really appreciate everything you put. Thank you so much, and we don't mind from time to time at the platform. You write something like this, encourage us. That would be very, very nice. Once in a while, it didn't take me a few times, Emma, that you have vast knowledge of a lot of things. I know that. So, and I find myself once in a while and I say, wow, I thought pastor. Time pastors because you don't really say a lot. Time education no pastor. I've questioned myself about that. But all of a sudden, listening to you and speaking something very dear to our heart and the candid, and your presentation. I know for sure that you're a pastor, and we appreciate you, and we don't mind time to time share this kind of things. It will lift us up. You will encourage us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Listen. Yeah. Okay. Next person. Okay. Arin Sadukine Wenyaka again. On mute. On mute. Unmute yourself. Yeah.
We're just congratulating that all. We're just
Oh, good. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Because Keda Jidofa Adibe. I don't know what future you couldn't. We can't hear you. Yeah, that's your phone. When you on, I don't turn Kwazelia off. But you are on again. Okay, we are moving ahead. John, can dream. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Because as a mechanic now his wonderful message. Mana, I can hear Siana want to waste time here. To North America. Provide an organ memoir. Treasury Secretary. He can preach all he wants. I will coordinate the finances. And I will take it to a different level.
Wonderful.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah. We can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to congratulate Tato, and then somebody make Enos Kedizio Goja when time passed on. Just can remind the Ioga quiz. I think I Galuchalenu was my partner. I Nigeria representing like so. Don't be all from time because you try the versatile. Yeah. I got quiz representing or if it. I think we even represented that we only we can represent it.
Yeah.
I will want to find out all the central state in Wabu.
Okay, I think Obama included too. Obama, unmute yourself.
Yes, so now the quiz. Yeah.
Mr. Patrick.
Yes. Luke, welcome. No.
Thank you. I joined late, but the little I had from Apple impressive, and I'm saying thank you to him because now all the fruit of the spirit, and we appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, Obanko, Odukin will comment about quiz.
I want to comment. I'm an undermarriage. I'm not always been like this, believe it or not. Why not if they're out of back and forth, man? Like I've said on this platform severally, on Apumanya Millionaire right now, believe it or not, the kind of love,
yes,
the kind of joy. We have not complained. I'm not using a phone that much. Not drop a phone, man. Or even I thought as if I talk here.
Yes.
I want to make it clear, and I'm sure the feeling is mutual about any personal thing against at or anybody.
Yes.
We just disagree on issues, which is normal. A Jumanabo can see things in two different ways. And I think it makes for a healthy relationship for us to have this vast knowledge. As a matter of fact, like said, I'm shocked a lot of things here, man. Like Adibe said, only is worry you don't know what another can talk to. Only why not if them with this kind of interest? I'm not shocked at them where you keep on a more with that kind of interest, man. Over on your man. The interest has always been there too. So, like said, Maka, Ezioku na water. Only like Ezioku Bonya.
Yes.
What on you again? If you could this morning, Sana Waka.
Yes.
Or if you could know Guteria, Equite.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay. Our pastors, Luke, Owulu, Arinze, Keruba, Obilebo.
Arinze, and I don't believe your form, so now maybe now look, you like cruising prayer. Now, Monsieur, yeah.
Eze mwanne, the pastor and anatasi 10%. Anatasi a premier account.
All of you work with that about to go under 20. All right. Dalo, thank you so much.
Dalo. Thank you. The purpose of this union, I know now because once I be an okay to I know up now was you why now for why off because I don't know if I know only okay for this text messaging and everything. Oh, you make as you can help, but now face to face, there's nothing like it, you know. Yeah, on a mama. So now before I up about today, I got decided what time also I got this meeting because
I got bullied on a monthly basis.
Yeah, monthly basis.
I don't know why we cannot make it a monthly basis. You know?
2 months, monthly basis. I don't know. Okay.
Monthly.
Okay. Monthly is good. Okay, very good. Can I happen your monthly? When I was in on work case, you were emergency, prompt to organa acquire assembly quick.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Another thing, but monthly, we have to be consistent. So I'm on first Saturday. I'm on first Saturday.
Okay.
I'm on second Saturday. So let's not just do monthly, but either first Saturday of the month or second or third. You might go, make a provision for that. But on another thing, I'm looking at the participants. We got to 23, then dwindle down to 19 now.
Yeah, you pay
a
attention.
lot of people participating at this thing, and it's not encouraging. But everyone with different reason, but I have a But one thing encourage all of us not here, but personally, every time Obama say, "Oh, I love this group," my everybody cool. No award, all of you are better than me because until this thing starts, 0 person can communicate. 0. I just get to Oregon, working hard, doing my best, and partly it's my fault. I didn't make effort. But why I'm saying this is after this meeting today, after this one, I make an effort and pick up phone and call 1 or 2. I will do that.
I agree.
A couple of people in Nigeria say, "Hey, what is going on?" They participate or there are more personally on one-on-one. So that's what. Let's not just shift it to Humphrey. Call people. Let's call people individually.
That's right.
Hey, so that's one thing because 19 is not enough.
Perfect.
Well, let me just say this. Some things I didn't know mostly. Mana, and the last week, and the Humphrey letter test personally. See, I want to go. All these things are accessible, easier to us. Now, man, was I meeting now? Some of us are signing on. Sign on. I actually asked Humphrey, briefly, or the possible people are feeling left out on a platform. Can go no way cost people in where maybe 3-4 hours of data. Now, would you ready to contribute? Or you what they think? When more people are contributing, when they go more half too much for me to handle now. Even you give up no one now, but within the week, I'm not on a group now. And they were very emphatic. Now I like, but I feel where they go. And I told them, when they go now, come what? They insisted no. So part of the problem, people onye ọbụla nwere ife na-adị ya onye na-akwụbere ụgwọ akwụkwọ nwa ya ọmadịghị ezi wepụta ego sikọrọ ego data ịghọtago so ọ bụrụ okwu inu ka itinye uche na ya in case of next time.
Okwu amaka Obama o nwere kwesịrị mma ajụ biko ndị nọ Naịjirịa unu ga-aza m ya so unu achịkọwa na onye nwere WhatsApp ya akwụkwọ data again eche na once you have the WhatsApp you've already have the data.
Nigeria. Yes.
Ị ga-akwụ ụgwọ data.
N'eziokwu.
But even with your WhatsApp, if you open your data, your WhatsApp will work.
Onwe comment about one make you na buy kuzu go buy ada amazi ihe na is unlimited, you know, it amazi ke nyere free na ke nyere all free. So we have idea all those things.
Not in Nigeria, it's not unlimited in Nigeria.
Nigeria is very expensive phone wise, very expensive.
Okay, Humphrey, go ahead.
Patrick.
Yeah, check Humphrey joke mana add an info de Humphrey. Yeah, voice take defense. Yeah, voice take defense. Can I wegaria try wegaria then Victor in Woloku yeku. Yeah.
You know, coming here to Nigeria, why not? On weekends are there too stressful. What I'm trying to say is like a meeting like this, I'm gonna streamline it almost 2 hours. Let it be 2 hours. Okay. It's not necessarily that, but you know, we can wear a lot of engagements.
Yeah.
So we can just streamline it almost not 2 hours. Let it be 2 hours. Then next week we can spill into the next week. You understand?
Okay.
Like this one now, agenda, you know, from 6 or 8.
Okay.
But just looking at the time now, it's just a city.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's right. You go 8 blue 8. You know, I like the time because I just 5 minutes over.
As a man, because I'm an Anna government. Just to add to what he just said.
Okay.
I think Oga Kala Maka and I cut our agenda short. Obgodi 1 or 2 presentations.
Yes.
Okay, and you may it to then can you cover? Open a CAT meeting for 1 hour. We can do 1 or 2 presentations, get other things done within 1 hour and be done with it. So that one you have credit for phone. So go when weak access. A man for 1 hour. You know, you know, case we're not control how long I gonna meeting, then get when we can accommodate as many people as possible.
Thank you. So now, if you remember, if Humphrey, I can also with the communication. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, I am about feel hello. Yeah, as we can check Humphrey, we see Humphrey can Humphrey, go ahead.
Some are not used to.
Humphrey, you're breaking up. I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, Humphrey. Many people cannot hear. Yeah, many people cannot hear. Yeah, only can do see area for you or no area. Okay, can Azubike is a bit more comment teacher you make it. Okay, I don't call silent. So, okay, any other person, any comment? Okay, well, yeah, Azubike, go ahead.
So let us look at the time in 6 o'clock, or most people convenient. Like I can shake the time, I come out of the convenient.
True.
For most people.
Okay. Because I'm actually on time. I'm be away the city now, but to other America convenient. You have global all over the world. Okay, Emmy's gonna middle. Okay.
Okay. Most people are trying in the platform. Like they couldn't meeting by 6. Open normal convenient for more than half. When you're gonna 6 o'clock, when you're gonna type for one line, 6 o'clock is okay. So idea, man, 6 o'clock could be okay. Man, I was 6. ụfọdụ nwere ike bụrụ n'obi isi wee na ya ma ndị 6 ahụ jewalụ o mekiri sense ọ ka mma na onye ọbụla tinye ọnụ si oke na taịm a dị oke
ọnụ m efi na-ekwu nya achọghị eme mitin onwe omeela onye ọbụla bizatis ekwe na mitin dị kwue na ọ dị oke ka ama mmadụ na-eme expect ọkwe
exactly
okay, very good. So
okay onye ọbụla na-afụ ya anyị na-enesi anya maleta esi wee eme ka ọ wee dị mma yes you can take over 2 days to the meeting or even 3 days to the meeting or even 1 month to the meeting itself it can be done
okay, very good, very good. Okwu ndu ka efifie na ife meziri kịta bụ na ọdụgo okwu na-abụ kịta anyị na fe ekwu nke mbụ bụ ife a Obanwa na Azubike kwuru na about ịma the time the convenient nke ọzọ bụrụ nke Innocent mention about pick up one Saturday or not Saturday at or first week of Saturday, second week of Saturday, third week or fourth week of Saturday. So I combine here now together. The way it's a
nke data ihe gwata ekwubere okwu data ọ dịkwa mkpa o
nke data afọ bụ na unu nwa na Nigeria ọ dị ka ya hand over to Humphrey na-eche godo ri ego data na-apụta 2 hours meeting anyị then ka anyị cheke mmadụ need data ife data afọ ka anyị maka anyị esi ya supplement ya I think na ife anyị abụ ihe na anụnwa then amarụkwa because I bịakwa na within ife data na-ekwu kwa nwekwa ndị nwere issue of connection nwekwa ndị nwere issue of ife Azubike na-ekwu na time adịrịfa convenient so ife na ka anyị check all together then against our next meeting. Other than that, yeah, we did good. Although now 23, Innocent we count here with the highest I got, then 19 with the lowest. But when you add it up together, because someone end up going already, then up now better. So now I took around about 30 participated today. So so when I'm going through the data, go through this thing I made today, I can get the accurate, because impose quasi the Makuni of quasi picture sign impose this recording meeting, you can count with me, and I'm sure now they're up to 30 participate in a meeting now. Okay, can go ahead. Get you on mute, yeah.
Oh, actually, I happened to be working on a project that took me to Nigeria last year on Wi-Fi project. And I'm learning a lot in the process. I don't know what any of us not be based on the knowledgeable with the industry. Another thing we can look at is to buy bulk subscription for our home-based people. That's another thing we can look at. Because in general, I just pay for 1 month and I get unlimited data.
Okay.
So this is another thing we got to look at. There's a lot of things that is happening there. Unfortunately, they don't make things easier for the average person. Why? I don't know. Because the scratch as you go gives them a lot of money. But they do have data plan, monthly data plan.
Yeah.
So I repeat, only of us, I will try to use my contact to check. I am positive, not the only possibility that I think I will 50 people, for instance, and we want to buy that data. So now the individual figure be much less than what people are paying now.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, good. Never knew I interested. And comment he making, you don't know why they always go after average people. Whoever has you go anyway. So on average people have they always the target. So okay.
As a matter of fact, the project involves university.
Exactly.
The project.
Yeah.
I say something. We're not going to settle anybody.
Okay.
They don't want you to go to the next university.
Yeah. Okay, Jidofo, unumana knows na matters are rising. So na am after this, then I closing prayer I make you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Jidofo, go ahead.
About this data, I want to run for router here. On the first day, where a few of them will get a router. I'm already going on a course, but in a router. When you go look at it's quite cheap. When you go to even 15,000, depending on the network, and you can never use it. Just once you are replenishing it every month, or even as you need, So basically what you need is to buy them the router, or use laptop, with dongle. So it's not so much top phone. It's actually more economical if you're just buying the router. That's what you use now. It doesn't cost too much, but it can still cost too much depending on it. 2,000 you can buy a plan that you can use anytime. Until the end of the day. I don't even keep one at home. I use every month. And I use it my wife visit. In the office again, we are 12, we don't finish our
We are having two calls. I'm not hearing Adi there.
Yeah, I need to go me on the BC. I've already muted him. Oh yeah, go ahead.
It's not just about buying the data plan. There is also a router.
Oh, router, okay.
And that's which is actually more economically efficient. You go in where the router, you can just 15,000 for depending on the network, you can have the equivalent of your unlimited access. Unlimited in the sense that the gig you will never be able to finish it if you're more than an average user. Eh? So I think one of the main challenges some people may be facing is where they live in terms of the bandwidth in the area and connectivity. But apart from that, you go test some routers, and I don't imagine there will be many people needing it. It will be easier. In fact, towards the month end, there are so many plans. Where you keep once in with the router, you can even buy that of 2,000 for that month. It will last you to take you home with 2,000. I might even take you a few days.
Okay, good. Very good idea. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Humphrey Kwabala, Afun Kiresi. Asking question that the volume of device in a use this low so much or not off, but it has to be your connection, Humphrey.
The bandwidth issue.
And the honorable Obia Kuala the again. So Tony Mobo, get all the key when you can. Yeah, go ahead. I don't sorry, I'm a fuku since you won't bump us in try a frozen or the kid disappear. Because you were when I don't sorry.
I must start by thanking us. In fact, it has been a wonderful day. If not for any other thing, seeing our faces, because the mental picture we have been having all these days, the mental picture, 1980, when we left Agbachi,
yes.
And seeing our faces now, the old fine.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, as if you can tell somebody they cook
I'm on a meeting.
Go ahead.
I'm on a meeting.
Go ahead, Tony. Let me to go here. Yeah.
Seeing our fine old faces, it's a wonderful thing. Because now, if we see ourselves on the road or whatever, or anywhere, even on TV, on tele or whatever, we can able to identify ourselves. Say, yeah, this has been my person. All this why. You know, it's a wonderful thing for this reunion. Then the issue of data, getting data for anybody. I think I don't think I'm fully in support of that. Like Adibe just said.
Hello? Hello?
I'm on a meeting. No, let me to go for me again. Right, go ahead. Go ahead,
okay,
Tony.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to come up?
I don't think that one is that necessary. We can, it's a part of sacrifice, you know, we have to make, you know, just for the few hours. The only thing we have to be, you know, exact or punctual. Our meetings, if we say it's 1 hour, we'll try to make the agenda to be contained within that 1 hour or whatever. But the issue of thinking of buying data, we thought of many projects we would like to invest in. So let's not carry more than what we can do. Take the bit we can do for ourselves,
all this while we have been trying to care for each other's concern and things like that. Those ones are wonderful. But for data, I don't think is the wonderful idea. We can afford 1,000 just for a meeting of 1 hour, 2 hours or so. So I thank all, especially the people who have been maintaining the platform. It has been a wonderful something. I've seen all the faces and everything. So let's keep it up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Uku Amaka. Because and if Tony thank God, most of you follow news about post of recently, and then one more promising that this vaccine. So now, what's this vaccine? The more you know, when I find I so now December, and you cook no na no corn. So now. I can get our finger crossed, now not doing possible. So now, why I name meeting I name. So Daluno, come on, you will comment. Okay, or Humphrey, okay, Humphrey. Yeah, we can hear you now. Yes. Oh, very good. I just because go ahead.
I have to use 3 minutes to say something about the platform. Yeah. Because I spent the whole year on this platform. So the whole platform when I will best platform as very gradually and progressive. Now, from attention or vision, you understand something. Progress. I've always said it. The thin line between those ideas, only very thin line. It's a thin understanding. Then, what I want to say, only so far, I've tried so much to emphasize on it. I think from Melo, he's sick, another he's sick. We learned a lot. I show godliness a lot. Then after him, we could have also a material of the order of our equity weight. That is the first area like that. Then second one, we went to the burial of a member of a colleague, and they tell you, they were so happy, more than happy. Then the third one, we went to the burial of the father of they expressed so much happiness. So that this team has been so wonderful. Then that's the one I went on up also. I don't want to carry that. Bad and one day. I went inside there. I we have. I received us so much that he was absent. So this platform has been moving, and I appreciate that. We cannot disagree. Agree. Disagreement. My husband and wife disagree. We agree. That is why I swear to myself, this body has to be used very judiciously. Lest I forget, don't do well, please. Don't go around there. Then they find a platform. They contributed money immediately. Of course. I work and do at the time I was at the hospital. I worked so much because I left so much up and down. The hospital, the treatment, unfortunately, he could not make it. And the reason he could not make it is that we met him so late. As I found, I remember that we have that money left out of the contribution for him. Okay, we decided that we have to come and pay some. I had a friend, and that's what we have. We can say for them. Don't make any contribution financially in this platform because we cannot run an organization without money. Because we cannot run an organization without money and people are donating. What then is the joy? The joy is that these people are donating money and because we make use of this money judiciously because the good project or the whatever, any function the platform has. I don't know any so how do they know your plan? And then I continue our platform, people there. I don't busy data. I go So Adam, my senior colleague, thank you so much. In 1 month spot, I've thanked so much. You have shown a lot of facility, and I respect you for that. So many people who is my text, our philosopher, the calendar Montenegrin, has been so wonderful. I've been sharing this lot of information. Pastor Dan, like I said, it's a mission that he would have been here. But because of engagement, religious engagement, next time hopefully that you can make it. Like I said also, Dr. Solibe, I would engagement, when I can only open a man, the facilitators, the moderator is so wonderful. In fact, that when the facilitation is very wonderful. And I say, you did a wonderful job. Amato, you did a wonderful job. I did all the facilitators, all the lecturers, or whatever you call them. Another continuous from the ground, and if now, other people right again now, for us. I'm so wonderful. And I have interest of this organization in mind. I can't book any press or then when you're in press. I don't care. I'm not so bored that I cannot with my own money. So thank you so much and thank you so much.
Dalu, thank you. Oku amaka odona your audio cap will be a problem. Remember say you maybe anya emali face ifo sinia. Mana other than that, Oku masal mala akwa. Amaka yesi a quantify ndo mmadụ ekene katago to if in a this organization. Amara ebe ga-ebido a na-ekwu ofu ka na-ekwu ebua nke summarize na also summary ka inye na Humphrey esi ebe niile because stretch ban ma ekwuzi ma nke Oraifite gịnị ma Ojukwu unu jere ebe after even when is the pictures niile and everything so na no rika so na asị na agụba ife ekele dị Chukwu na-enye nni na ọ na-ebido na 1,000 so na not na 1,000 ka ọ ga-ebido so you don't need to pinpoint ya I'm Dalu, thank you so much. Thank you. Go ahead.
Because even now, your bomb, or Kwazumi Kepulu Makam, Keso Kurokus Nagara in your data.
Oh, Tony Wobo, Kuru.
Yeah. So, do a Kuokuna December 9 Chana Nata.
Yes, now I'm going to vaccine.
So, here now, your pussy, you're the people here. Some of the diaspora and what they go tickets. I okay, you want to go to credit card?
Obasanjo. Class of Biko, Obokwara m na support Tony, mana ife dị mma dị mma. Let us show some kind of commitment on our own part, as we really want this thing. A lot of people came in at different time. When you have this serious, it's also 10 minutes. If this means anything to you, let us not spoon feed people. Because when you spoon feed people, then they become complacent. So, because, like I said, I don't want to. I'm singing with one voice. I don't have support to be faithful. I never anya. That time, I'm not this wrong. Let us show some kind of commitment on our own part. Then we inquire.
So Obasanjo, so what you're trying to say again? So what you're trying to say is that as much as we want to make sure that we have as many people, or if not all of us, be part of every meeting, that really it comes in the end, it comes from the individual commitment.
That is correct.
And that by showing that commitment, even if it's just for 10 minutes and say, sorry guys, I have to go, we understand that, right?
As long as some of us are money, but because this thing is very important, they stay away.
You still get
and
up
they have
and
to work again this afternoon. When they're on oral, they chime in and they go out. So the only thing you can show us need the serious and need the commitment.
Yes.
Chime
2
in,
minutes,
5
5
minutes.
minutes, 10 minutes. Just say hi, folks. Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
We have to build the coalition of the willing. As much as I try to network, from personal experience, one of the things in life was to serve in the Canadian military. So when I became an officer, a Nigerian who was doing PhD, that was basically trying to do everything that I did. And they didn't bother me. See how if he wanted to be an officer. See, it's costing me more money to pay for my assistants whenever I go away with the military. Are you sure you can handle it? It costs me more money. Plus, even though you are being paid, if on just the mess uniform is so expensive, are you ready for that? He wasn't listening to what I'm saying. He was looking at the prestige. He joined when he realized the cost of being an officer to go to dinner, any dinner agent, sometimes we go to dinner, it's $350. You have to pay to attend the dinner. I've attended dinners with the like of Alexander Haig, Henry Kissinger. So when you go, it's high ticket. So the guy couldn't make it. You see, but when I was telling you, I knew you were not listening. So only if you get me, even though you need help, the person sees it as an insult. We've get to a certain age, when you plan your life here at this stage, there's not much you can do for the person. So you go with ticket is not the biggest need, but the network, like what I say, any arrangement for data, I get the table. Yes, the people will pay. When you need from the network, you can assist somebody, you can assist them. But if you to spoon-feed people, it never helps anybody. Darling.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Darling Kendrim. Yeah. Okunukuru Amakagasi, even as a matter of fact, need you straight to you, Idemili Community Union, I know here. Only one lady, Jezebel, Webster Hall, need Idemili for free. I know any meeting. I was thinking, I media. When I say meeting, what's not a mere, no, I had annual due free, no, and I was the annual dues. The lady thought no back, see, no. Say a person that one dues, a member of the Mikedi. Why? Not you know, and I one dues here, you know. That's the only way they could of a member of that society. So you're right. Obasanjo, you could make sense. You know, you must show something like me belong really. Something like ABI Federal Committee now. You had 100 or 1,000, you go minute. Just I'm going to 2 minutes, 3 minutes. He said bye bye. You know, I understand.
A lot of times people now say membership has its privileges. I'd rather say membership has its responsibilities.
Yeah, that's right. It's your good. Oh, I'm free. I think you will try to make 1 point on a very good.
Patrick.
Yeah, go ahead, Humphrey. Yeah, look after Humphrey. Yeah.
Humphrey.
Oh, Humphrey, very good. Very good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Luke, go ahead.
Yes. I want to thank everybody, and if I put it so good, I think the issue we look at time. A lot of us are they confident at this time? So as discussed before, open let us be sure that all the confident that time and maybe within 3, 4, 5 days meeting, we not indicate that yes, it's okay. But even somebody this is not I'm not in support of it at all.
Oh, good.
It's not proper. So I support Obasanjo and
Tony. Yeah. Okay. Okay, very good, very good. In time you could go solution. Yeah, now I publicize here on your opinion. Yeah, that actually like this na sisi adro okay. After kuno na sisi adro okay. I'm not going to model ne kuna sisi adro that okay. You know, then I'm asking how you shift here up or down. So how you put forward against next meeting. Okay, go ahead.
In a quick schedule time for next meeting. And you're going to say, on your quote, I'm going to otherwise you're going to end up with about 24
1 million times. Yeah, I know.
So there are only two options.
Yeah.
Two options. Either remain at 6 o'clock or another time. It could be 4 o'clock, it could be 5 o'clock. That way you will pick one or the other. Otherwise, it'll be chaos.
Okay, thank you. Adibe. Adibe, go ahead.
Most of the Zoom conferences, webinars, very rarely can last more than 1 hour because attention span. Of course, now because now I will all set.
Yeah.
You happen at this I run go by my 30 minutes. You can find out that Abuna Wiki make or happen now last more than an hour. I think it will be useful because the length of the time will take like 2 hours for webinar. I mean, this kind of not just whether about the issue of time. Of course, you can do this once in a while, but I never know whether even now we are running over by 30 minutes.
Yeah, Okukura Maka, Imani forcing at first, you know, you have kids here, so I will bullycall time, Nina, I bullycall. Mana, I would maybe a monthly, if I may stick to that 1 hour or at highest an hour, 30 minutes, I am a go. So, no, oblu routine. Read the chair number, yeah. Okay, will you chair number?
No, nchọbụrụ ịgwa Humphrey o nwere otu o si edebe fon ya.
Okay.
Anyị na-anụ onu ọfụma mana okwu ya arazi anụ onu ya.
Yeah, Humphrey, ọkwa ihe ọ na-ekwu. Read the chair number. Osmo movement ị na-akọ sị maka nwere bi na move ya anụ.
Okay, is it better now?
Yeah, it's better. Good steady. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Humphrey, I make back a nickname movement.
Because one contribution before Emechi.
Okay, Baba Wule. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Okuseki Kuo. Yeah.
I didn't tell you that. Can you 9 on a platform?
9 or 17 kind of now. As time.
No. I'm talking about the platform.
Oh, the platform. Humphrey, because not 68, 70, also not 70.
So if you get that out of 70 or whatever, 68, I heard 20 something active on this platform. I'm an
yeah,
now,
yes.
What I'm trying to say is that now, anyway, our classmates in the deep trouble. Many of them the jobless, many of them were a problem. This is just the truth and nothing but the truth. So if many of them are participating in some of these things in ANM, it's probably because of that financially buoyant enough to follow up. So I don't know, because I'm at least 1 or 2 folks among us. Their state is very, very bad. I'm very sad. You don't even know if that person has access to this Android phone, to come up. And when many of them represent, but they are not, simply because they cannot be able to do that. So while we are talking and whenever we are talking, we should be putting that in consideration, because in 68, why are many of us not, showing up or participating in the platform? It's just because of that thing. So because they are part of us, but unfortunately, the issues of life, and the way the experience I went and till today, it is mind-boggling. So please, we should always remember them. I know at least about 2 or 3. What they are passing through. They hardly feed. They feed from hand to mouth. So, and that person now got that through that, horrendous experience. Then now we are he doesn't know what to do tomorrow. And now you are talking to him about participating, buying data. It is just impossible for that individual. So I want always all of us to be considerate and considering all those our guys. Or call them and see how we can help them, no matter how little or that will be also good. Thank you.
Okay, Dalu Okudu in order, Omaka. Yeah, because Christian, it's as a matter
Am
of
I
fact.
audible now?
Yeah, you do audible. Yeah, go ahead.
Just stay like that, Humphrey. Just stay like that.
Because when I was talking, I
Okay.
want us to always remember that I will up to 30 people who have died. So whoever is closing this prayer should commit the families of those people into prayers. We could have observed the 1 minute silence before we started, but we didn't do it. But that's no problem. But
I don't be late. You will give me a kita because yeah.
So moderator, you can do it. Go ahead and do it.
Kedu ihe na Chianumba good Christian you make one year. Chianumba, go ahead. Biko help out.
It's Megan. Okay. 1 minute silent.
Yes.
Father, we thank you for all of our friends who have gone. And we pray that your peace will remain with their families and comfort on all of them. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Humphrey, thank you
If
for
I was
reminding.
30 minutes silence, kind of observe.
Yeah. Because
Adjournment, let's adjourn.
yes, let's adjourn.
Before we adjust, real quick, because before we adjust adjournment, because I really want to thank Paddy. Because I really want to thank you because most of us are if we find a problem just to come in and join. Go and set all these things up. I cannot thank you enough. What
thank you so much.
You're doing it here, and I cannot thank you. Thank you so much.
Not technology.
Because on another note, we are very mindful of the challenges of Nigeria. So for those at home who were able to join, we say thank you. It's a good thing. Networking. So we might not be able to solve all problems, but you never know whose heart may be touched just by your appearance.
Yeah.
Yes.
I rest.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay. Familiar. No wonder. Kita kind of running off. So can I maybe join?
I move. I make a motion.
Yes. Maurice, the second. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you look? Because keep your line a closing prayer. I don't want to say, but perhaps when you go for the challenge, they can see, stay and shout.
Okay.
Only the evil pastor.
He's the God of man.
Look is up here.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Anyị na-enye gị ekele ụzọ pụrụ iche maka ndụ nke ị nyere anyị nwa ị na-achọ anyị since 40 years otutu nke ị na-edu anyị ma famili anyị ezinụlọ anyị na-asị gị daalụ ekele na mbunye elu dịrịsịarị n'aha Jizọs Anyị na-enye ya ekele na mitin ka anyị nwere n'oge dị etu a. Ife ọma niile anyị gara ofụma etu kwesịrị na. Ọ mbido ka anyị na-ebido Chineke anyị na-asị bịa dube anyị. Ebumnuche anyị emezie ihe enyere anyị aka anyị zuo Chineke anyị na-ayọ ya. Ma onye anyị dị oge a ka a na-akpọ coronavirus o nweghị ife karịrị nne anyị na-asị gị daalụ na-ayọkwa Chineke ma ndị otu anyị ndị rapụrụnụ ka ha zuo ike na ndokwa anyị na-ayọ n'aha Jizọs. Chineke anyị na-ayọkwa na ndị anyị amamihe ọgụgụ isi n'ụdị pụrụ iche onye abụ ikpeazụ ka afa gị elu onye ga-enye nnukwu otuto maka ndị klas 80 anyị na-ayọ Chineke ife atụmatụ ife ọma anyị ga-emepụta na Naịjirịa ga-apụ iche ga-enye anyị ọgụgụ isi nye anyị finances everything anyị need iji mee ka afago n'ala otuto ka anyị na-apụ n'iru ị na-eche anyị na-edu anyị oge ọbụla ife ezinụlọ anyị biznes anyị karịa anyị nye anyị nkwado pụrụ iche ka ọ bụrụ sọsọ n'elu ka anyị na-aga anyị amada n'aha Jizọs.
Amen.
Kezi ife na na-etugu.
Amen. Amen.
Kezi ife na-etugu.
Kere ndị na-ekwesị na Luke abụkwa a good pastor. Unu afụgonye na a pastor ka ọ bụ. So
Eche na ọjọọ anọ something ka ọ wụ n'ogbosi.
Mba Luke bụ onye unubi. Luke ọ dị ka onye obosi, ịmara ka ndị obosi na-adị.
Ọsị ibe ebi ọnụ ebi n'ọgụ.
Luke bụ onye unubi.
Ebi n'ọgụ.
Ndị be anyị na-akwụcha onye ara na-agwọpụ ya mgbu na
yes Adibe prof ị chọrọ ikwu ka bye bye. Okay, bye bye yo. Bye bye. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Oh, yes. Wow. Carbon copy. Wow. How old, Cody?
I hope they're a footballer.
Emeka, I don't know Cody.
Oh, the 21.
Oh, 21. Emeka, can college in university?
On KU, in fact, on an MCAT yesterday.
Wow. Congratulations.
American
school. MCAT, Larry.
Larry.
It's not American school.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think how about your brother?
Larry, you need the DNA for this one. What is the DNA?
For real?
Because only after this completely video of all this meeting, the only everybody wants to be able to work out them off. Yeah, I'm sexual Monday. Yeah, but other than that, every other thing else will be in there in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Make it on your Larry, oh yes, yes. We
I'll let you know.
Yes,
good lad.
Wow.
Yes. I didn't turn back on the letter.
Yes.
I will call you.
Yes, all right. That in there.
Yes.
God bless.
Okay.